Hey, how's it going? So I have a little something to share and then a little something to commentate. I know that this is not necessarily surprising, but it is what it is today. All right, so here it comes. So many of you know, if you've been following or listening, that Glennon Doyle has become my new voice in the wilderness of making sense and making all sorts of things like clear and like, oh, geez. So I'm going to put the link in this happy little blog, but I wanted to give you kind of the Reader's Digest version. So in her morning meeting today, she talked about feedback and how it's really not personal, it's universal and it's predictable. So she talks about it as a piece of going. So you do your thing and you push it out into the world, and then you wait for your mail to come back, and it's like feedback. Okay, so this is the feedback from your stuff, right? So out of 100 pieces of feedback, we're going to call it mail. So out of 100 pieces of mail, 40% of it is just about your appearance. Gone. So there's 60 left. 30 of those are about your relationships. Okay. And she says, are those people in your arena? Are they actually the people that you have relationships with? If not, right? Okay. So there's 30 left. 20 of those are about the personality, about your personality. You're too big, you're too loud, you're too opinionated, blah, 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 right? So 10 of those that are left, she says, are about your work, actually. She says 6 of those are just mean-spirited and not well-written, and so 4 of them, so 4 out of 100 things that you bring in as input to yourself are teachers. Okay, these are things that you learn from. They're a new perspective. It might be criticism. It might be just something that you need to sit down and wrestle with. And then that will be, those are the things that you take and you work to improve yourself, right? Okay. So my assignment very recently from my therapist was to write myself a love letter. Okay. You guys know that I don't necessarily play by rules terribly well. So when I heard this from Glenn, and I'm like, light bulb. So all of the things that we say to ourselves in any given day are feedback, right? So let's say we're giving ourselves 100 pieces of feedback in a day. 40% of those, 40 of those are about your appearance. Unless they are, damn girl, you look fine, junk mail. There's no more of this, oh God, my hair is terrible, my roots are showing, my butt is too big. Nope, nope, nope. Damn girl, you look fine, or junk mail, right? Okay. 30 of those are about your relationships. I'm not a good enough mom. I'm not a good enough friend. I don't have a great relationship with my husband. Horseshit. Unless those 30 pieces of feedback on your about relationships are, man, I did a good thing for my friend today. I am really doing a great job in working on my relationship with my husband. Boy, today was a really tough day with the kids, but you know what? At the end of the day, they know that I love them, and that is what it is. Okay? If it is anything other than you are doing the best that you can to build the best parts of a relationship that you can, junk mail. So then again, the next 20 are about your personality, right? Unless it is, okay, so some of the things that, yeah, I should have stayed quiet. I shouldn't have buttoned in. I shouldn't have stepped up. I was just too much. Or those would be mine. Or, gosh, I wish I was courageous enough to step up. I just am too quiet. I shouldn't have let that go. I really need to like make up for that part because I wasn't enough at that time. Okay. So those 20 bits about your personality, unless it is, I have used me being me to the best of my ability, and it has done what I needed to do today, out the window. Because you are who you need to be every single moment of every single day, right? You were created in this fashion to do the things that you needed to do. I see you, I love you, you are enough. That is your personality. You are enough. Okay? So you're down to your last 10. 6 of them are just mean, right? I don't know how many times in a day I call myself stupid. I know I shouldn't, and I know I'm not dumb. I know where all of my brightness and gifts and all of those things come in the world, right? So I need to, when you talk about, so this is the love letter-ish piece. I can't let myself call myself stupid because I love myself too much to do that. I love myself too much to say to myself, why did you think that was going to work? I owe it to myself to say, you know what? I am enough. You are enough. We are enough. And so any of that hateful, stupid, mean, dumbass, ugly, bleh, junk mail. Don't need that. Don't need that noise. So 4 out of the 100 thoughts that you have about yourself, listen to what they say. And if you don't have 4 in a day, that's where you get to write your love letter. Okay? So 4 things, these are my 4 big things that I want to, this is my love letter to me. This is my love letter to me. I am going to put my courage forward and try. I am going to put my courage forward and try. If I fail, I am learning and I will do something better next time. Okay? If I fail, I am learning. This is the hardest one for me. I have made good choices in the past, and I am capable of making good choices in the future. That's the hardest one. That's when you dig back up the 100 pieces of crap, or the 90 pieces of crap out of 100, right? It's just junk mail. You can't do this. Your personality, you don't have the constitution to do this. You're not strong enough, right? You're not good enough. You don't have that ability. Number 3, I have made good choices in my past, and I am capable of making good choices in my future. And my number 4 pillar of love letter today, which kind of cheats this too, but when I was writing it, we'll just call it 4 because that fits into the math. I am worth every good thing that happens to me, and I need to continue to take care of myself so I can live my best life. I'm going to say that one more time for you and for me, okay? I am worth every good thing that happens to me, and I need to continue to take care of myself so I can live my best life. Okay? So that is my love letter to me and my love letter to you. And so my gratitude for the day. I am going to be now forever grateful to Glennon Doyle. If you start watching her and watching me, I've started to kind of assimilate to some of her stuff, which I consider plagiarism to be the most sincere form of flattery. So sorry, Glennon, and thank you very much. 2, I am always grateful, and this time for my therapist, to making me have to do this happy little assignment because it has really made me focus in on my big 4, right? Specifically, I have made good choices in the past. Here's my number 3. I have made good choices in the past, and I am capable of making good choices in the future. Okay? Y'all. I have made good choices in the past, and I am capable of making good choices in the future. Okay? And number 3, gratitude. Time. For better or for worse, this stupid home quarantine gives you more time to look and think and read and do, which is why you can get into your head and all of this criticism can go south quickly. Okay? So you need to remember to sort your junk mail because you have time. I am grateful for this time because it allows me to do this. It allows me to talk to you, and it allows me to just work on being a better me. Does that mean I'm going to have days? Abso-freaking-lutely. Does that mean I'm going to not always eat the best foods? Yep. And I get to forgive myself for that because I will do better next time. I am learning and I will do better next time. Okay. And this, my darling friends, is not about if you're not making yourself better during this quarantine, you're not working hard enough. This is all about writing that love letter to you and then listening to it. Okay, so time is my last gratitude. Going to review my last 4. I'm going to put my courage forward and I'm going to try this thing. If I fail, I am learning and I will do better next time. I have made good choices in the past and I am capable of making good choices in the future. I am worth every good thing that comes into my life and happens to me, and I need to continue to take care of myself so I can live my best life. That is all. Love you all. Slancha.